as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the... EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the steel capital of the world, Pittsburgh, PA, and Heinz Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. On first down, Huntley. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, so close to an interception. Read that beautifully. Got his hands on it, couldn't get it. And it's second down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Off play action. Huntley flush to his right. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. At the 43-yard line. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Tack. Made that time by Brandon Graham.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Huntley. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored. You give yourself your best chance to win.
So down the numbers. There he goes. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Anthony McFarland. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Play action. Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Caught left side. It's Beckham. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards.
I think we call that season's greetings right there. He came up, pow! Knocked him for a loss.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice. It all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
A gain of 32 that time. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Past the 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running with McFarland. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Matt Judon there to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, They have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
51's the mic, boy. 51. Rig alert. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Looking to throw on second down. Huntley got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already. First and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it'll be second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet, so they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
To throw again, Huntley. Now they set up a screen for McFarland. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Go street. Mike 51. Mike 51. QB's trapped.
Throwing on first down. Huntley into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get into the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just...
It got his man complete. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 71 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. Now a run with McFarland. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, second and goal. They'll run with McFarland. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland with touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo.
And the ball is knocked out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. Huge, huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football, but likely not for long as they're in punt formation. Boswell on now to kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it, but you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
First down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down. They're going to have to do something with him. He was so sensational last week, over 200 yards. AFC Offensive Player of the Week, what do? You hold him?
That's a good start as long as you can get away with it. Otherwise, just giving up penalties and free plays for the offense. But I think you've got to do a combination of things. Chip it his timing at the line of scrimmage, have extra people in the territory for him. You've got to do everything and change it up from snap to snap.
Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. First carry for James Conner. And some room to roam now. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards the pickup there.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. Hey! Street! 7 Pirates! Mike's 50! Here we go! Mike 50!
On 1st and 10, Huntley.
Let's bring it!
And this one is incomplete. Chase Claypool, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Got to get to the 26 for a 1st. This is 3rd down.
Mike 51! Hey, watch the screen! Watch the screen!
Operating from the gun. Huntley. Ebron's got it. And they are able to to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
You can feel the effort all the way up here. He tried his best to get there. Didn't quite make it, but down around the 2-3-yard line, got to love the effort, and especially the big play that gave his offense a great opportunity.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. It's their quarterback, keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And maybe there that was just a case of completely overlooking the guy holding the football.
It certainly felt like it, didn't it? Because on my checklist, okay, as a defender,
QB's last.
running back, fullback, heck, jet sweeps nowadays. Before you even get to thinking about the quarterback might actually keep it.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers.
You'll get nothing. And
he takes it back to the house. A fumble recovery for a Steelers score. So they get the 1-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Boswell good with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
51, Mike. Mike. Champ 60. Championships, baby. 51. Cougar 19. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 51.
On 1st down, Huntley. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right. Hurt. 0-0, Mike free.
Throwing again. Huntley. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
To throw on third down, Huntley. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. From the 25 on second down, Jackson over the middle to Beckham. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Mike 6. Mike 6. Watch QB drop. 19 light.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6.
Here we go. Mike 6. Mike 6. Let's go.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6.
Not today, you are. Not today.
Jackson from the shotgun. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now he'll let it go deep right side and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake. Huntley going top shelf for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 20, 10,
Do what
and
we
he's
do.
in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway.
Come on, fellas.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Now left side on the swing pass. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. To throw, Huntley. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
They find some open field here. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Anthony McFarland, 31 yards. And the interception by the Steeler D leads to a touchdown. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
And watch the line.
from the gun. Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. On the slant, completes to Sutton. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Again, Jackson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he is all the way up past the 25. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. Again, McFarland. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
Here we go, D. All day. Defense all day. All day.
On 3rd down, Huntley. He rifles one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Maybe a small measure of revenge for this defense because they've been thoroughly dominated so far, but a brief bright spot there with that pick 6.
Seemingly coming up for air after being dominated as you described. They get a nice play there. Probably not going to change the balance of this game, but they have to feel a little bit better about themselves after that one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Tighten up. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. If you don't get this.
On first down, they'll start with McFarland. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Hey, let's go. Let's calm it. Check smash. Check smash. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. Let him know. Let him know.
Huntley to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Ebron caught left side. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 23. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it.
And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play action. Huntley. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Matt Judon in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Off the play fake. Huntley. And he's going to go down again. Casey Hayward with a sack on the well-timed corner blitz.
And it has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today. But on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
58-yard attempt.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole...
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Jackson. He finds Beckham complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back now in Pittsburgh. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Mike, 55. Check, 55.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson. And he's got his man in stride. Complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Give him 6 on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. And Jackson throwing once more. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Brandon, if I wanted to run the football this close to the goal line, I think I just turn around and hand it to my tailback. Too many things could go wrong in this situation. I think they're fortunate just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off down near the 5 and to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
Tracking 60. Check
check 50.
Kill, kill, kill.
Pick the edge, pick the edge. Come, come.
Watch out.
Liking 18.
McFarland once more. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Street, street. Get moving, man. Man moving. You got to get that. Let's go.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Here's Huntley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
At the 20-yard line.
55, Hey, eat.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Hakeem Butler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I
to
was
do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And this offense is running away with this one. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that. Man, one play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? Doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that will extend this big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And with a marker down, he's up just past the 25-yard line, but I think they're going to be going backwards. Let's check the call. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not great starting field position as well.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. T.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And goodness, that means this next drive is going to begin 1st and goal already at the 5-yard line. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
They're not ready for this. They still
He's going to keep it. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Not a whole lot there after the penalty, but remember, it was 1st and 5, not 1st and 10, so now they can keep grinding out first downs, and good things can happen for them. Just 2nd and short coming up.
And now on the pitch, the ball's loose, and it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
Get down 70 range. 70 range. Mike 48.
Here's Jackson, operating from the gun, escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed up.
You could have saved the gas money, the hotel, what have you, huh?
And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From the 6. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure over their own offense.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be second and a couple.